Good day. Were you hacking up a hairball? The beard?
I was about to go, and then you went. You just when you're watching, and you're like, okay, now we hit it. Our timing is so stupidly in sync.
It's it
It's
is in sync.
it's
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 it's foul.
yeah, it's criminal how in sync we are lately.
We could be a boy band.
Oh, fancy.
But this is the Foul Balls podcast.
I'm Kevin A. Fox.
I'm Denny K. Rabbit. Good
So
good day to everybody.
good day, good night, whatever you decide when you're. Hey, you know what? I've seen this on Spotify. Or I've seen this in iTunes. Or I've seen this on the UB Tubies. I'll give this a shot. So welcome,
Welcome.
because you're in for a fucking ride.
Let's ride.
A ride. Bronco Country, let's be mediocre.
Oh, I'm really excited for our bucket list later. I brought visual aids.
Dude, I think Russell should change it to Bronco Country, let's ride in a 1992 Ford Taurus.
My first car was an 87 Taurus.
84 Toyota Terrell. It's always it's either a Ford or a Toyota. It's just what we do as this country. So
That's who we are.
but um yeah, let's get right to the first segment, I guess. Let's see what happened a couple of weeks in the bag. Maybe there's some fuck moments.
How about that baseball game?
Oh fuck. So
18 innings.
I understand the Mariners wanting a game 4, but you don't do it in the same fucking night. Like, what are you doing? And to have the 18-year-old, was he 19, 20? How old is Pena?
He looks like 12.
I think he's 11. I remember him from the Sandlot when we were kids. Tell me he doesn't look like Benny the Jet. Like, oh my god,
Pretty good.
he
Pretty
looks like Pena's that story, man. And what a game! I've never seen that many pitchers in and out of it. Like when you're running your starting pitchers at the end of the game.
Just depleted. Those bullpens were just craters.
And is it bad that I knew Murphy was gonna be the one to fuck it up? He's been the one all year to fuck it up. Like I just knew it too because I had him in my fantasy league, and he was the one reliever I had that he would go like 10 games without nothing happening, perfect close, and then he would just throw that dinger. He would throw that dinger, and I was just like, oh shit,
It's
can we get
always the
Murphy?
walk off.
Can we get Murphy out here? Get Robbie in earlier? And no, didn't happen. But I was watching the Penguins game, and I was doing what you were doing. I was staring at my phone, and then I had the Penguins game on the TV, and I was glued to my phone. Like I would look up, and I was like, "Oh, dude, it's 6-2, Penguins." I think I just missed 4 goals, like because I'm watching this game. But
I felt so bad. My kid and my wife. My kid was over, but my wife was. They watched it all day, basically off and
oh yeah,
on
because it was at 1 o'clock, and then it wasn't done till
until like
7.
8,
Yeah, 7 or 8.
almost 8.
I'm like, what is going on? I've never seen this much baseball.
So then I took the switch and watched the Kraken on Hulu, so they could
All
watch
right,
something else.
what's your team's record so far? How are the Kraken doing?
Oh God! Last I checked, what 1-2?
1-2. Yeah, we're 2-1.
Yeah.
Fucking, if there's any inkling, this is my off fuck for my team. We cannot go in overtime. We go in overtime, we lose. It's an inevitable. It happened last year. Happened the year before. They need
Try
to win.
going 18 innings.
I'm just saying, my team can't handle a couple extra shots. So, but
I have a personal off fuck.
oh,
I take it back. I'm a fan of Bowie. He's growing on me. The troll.
I wanted so our mascot's the best NHL mascot there is.
Is it really a penguin?
Yeah, it's Iceberg the Penguin.
I don't know if I've seen a picture of him.
Um,
Is he like a stuffed, a plush? Like,
Kinda. He's got like the beak, like the penguin beak, and then the big cartoon eyes, and then.
okay.
But yeah, he's my favorite by far. I was gonna like make a Photoshop of him talking shit to Bowie and being like, you know, you may have came into this league, but you're about to hit an iceberg, bitch. And
Okay, yeah.
yeah,
I see him. Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So he's pretty dope. Mm.
There needs to be like a, I don't know, like some kind of Royal Rumble with him, throw Gritty in there, get the
Well, have you seen the mascot game? They do a mascot game every year. Mm.
no, I need what?
Yeah, it's for like cancer and charity and shit. I think it's the Children's Hospital, maybe. But yeah, dude,
Okay.
they do a game and it's fun to watch, man.
Oh my
It's
God.
to watch all those mascots out there. But but yeah, the other off fuck moment, Tom Brady can suck a big fat fucking I left my family shit sandwich. Jesus. Did he really say I'm like everyone that morning is just watching and he goes, I didn't leave my fucking family to lose to the Steelers. So funny. It's one of
Well,
the
and then he equated what training camp to being overseas in the military.
so he missed walkthroughs on Saturday, which if any of you have been in sports, a walkthrough is just a bullshit that the coach needs to go through just to make sure he's looking at the team just right. It has nothing to do with the fucking quarterback. I'm going to tell you this right now. All Tom's doing is dropping back and watching the wide receivers go anywhere. You could use a dummy for that. Like
It's a dress rehearsal with a person in spots.
yeah, it's nothing that was like going to make or break Tom Brady having a good or bad game. It's fucking Tom Brady. But they did say something that had a good point, which was Tom is usually 100% all in, and he's not 100% all in.
You
He's
can't,
like,
there's, you
I
can't
think
be.
his ego has grown so like his ego is just so big right now that all he thinks about is I can do whatever the fuck I want with Tom Brady. And I think that's why he's getting divorced. Is he's like, tell me I'm not gonna play football? Nah, fuck you. I can do what I want with Tom Brady. Yeah.
Dick.
Wait. You mean I'm not calling the plays? No, no. I'm fucking Tom Brady. That's why you look at the coach for Tampa, and he's always doing this. You know why he's always doing this? Because
he,
he
he
put in a
lives in
plate of
Florida.
well that and
Sorry, Florida.
he put in a plate of Tom and Tom goes oh no fuck that all right yeah we're doing this instead. Like I'd be a curmudgeon too if I had Tom Brady as a quarterback. I
So
mean,
I suggest we have a new like sub kind of topic under the off fuck. I think we should do a Wilson watch.
ooh, there's a fire in the kitchen. That
I
motherfucker
have
can't cook.
I think I should find some stat that's hysterical and accurate. Um this week's stat, he has 5 touchdowns,
Damn, that's it.
which is 7 less than he has bathrooms in his house.
Oh,
12
ooh.
bathrooms, 5 touchdowns.
I I was trying to think, why does he look like shit? Oh, I know, because he looked like shit for the last 3 years and no one has said anything. I me and you keep saying this. Like, it's funny because I'm gonna, my,
Last season, I was like, he's just not.
he's, he's done. He
I
looked
was not
done.
disappointed with the trade. I was
No,
okay with it.
no, it's so funny. I have other friends who are Seahawks fans too, and they're like, we knew he was bad. Like, we knew. Pete Carroll knew he was bad. The whole organization knew he was bad.
Now, I'm not gonna say he's bad because I'd still pick him over, a couple other quarterbacks, but he's not.
I don't know. I don't
He's
think I
not.
would at this moment.
Well, not now. Now he looks, especially with that price tag hanging on him.
Well, I think that's is it the pressure that's getting to him? He's got to be worth 249 million because I he's not worth 249 million.
Well, and all the stories are coming out about his time in Seattle, like having to, if people wanted to get a hold of him, they had to go through his business manager instead of just
Yeah.
talking. I
Well, it's funny because I'm gonna do an A moment on this guy, but Colin Cowherd was like, "Oh, you're gonna blame this on Russ?" Yeah, I'm gonna blame this on Russ. Are you kidding me? He had 4 opportunities. He didn't do shit with it. In that game, he had 4 opportunities. I'm not saying Herbert didn't have 4 opportunities and didn't do shit either, because he didn't. But I will say Denver's defense is fucking good. And if you make that stop that many times and you can't finish, then yeah, there's no way you're gonna win that division if you can't score. But
Not with
there's
not
no
with KC.
weapons. There's no weapons. Everyone's like they were looking at Judy and Sutton on the sideline. Get open. Also, this is funny because if you look at the quarterbacks who used to be something who are not something anymore, the Tom Brady, the Aaron Rodgers, the Kirk Cousins, and now the Russell Wilson, even the Kyler Murrays, they took away the deep ball. You realize that, right? That's why football all looks shitty this year. That's why it looks so terrible. It's because freaking all defensive coordinators know how to get rid of the deep ball, and it never happens. It's 1 in every 50 plays that you get a chance at the deep ball, and it's not working anymore. So you're watching these guys have to adapt to a different type of game, and they're just too old. The You can't teach an old dog new tricks is it's a cliche because it's true.
You can't teach Tom Brady anything because he'll just brush you off and say "fuck off."
That's the other thing. Like Tom,
Yeah, and
have
to with Russell Wilson, you got to get to his business manager to tell him to.
yeah, you got to go through his pastor and then his wife, and then I don't know. The egos are just too big, and then Aaron Rodgers just doesn't. He just doesn't have it anymore. I think he just
I think
doesn't
he's
care.
the Jay. Yep, he's Jay Cutler. He
He's
just
Jay
doesn't give
Cutler.
a
He
shit.
just
He's
doesn't
like,
care. Like
yeah.
watching him lose to Zach Wilson was like, what in the like the Jets? They look good. I'm not gonna lie. They're a young team. They look good, but they don't look beat Aaron Rodgers good. Like he looked terrible.
See, there's something. I think it's about that area. If you're in that area long enough, the Wisconsin, Illinois, just start to not give a shit.
That makes sense because
I
like you just
mean,
start drinking more and taking ayahuasca.
all
And,
your, you have like acres of corn in your backyard and a dog. You don't do anything but,
no, you
you know.
just stop giving a shit. It's remarkable how he doesn't. He cared in those first
I
couple of games because he was bitching out those guys. Now he's just like
I should
whatever.
say it's a joke and tell my mother-in-law I love her.
uh, yeah, you're in deep shit.
I am. I'm gonna get a like. What did he say? No, she's
Yeah, like she's
not.
listening to this.
Yeah,
My son-in-law has a podcast. It's about the sporty balls.
the sporty balls.
Mm.
That's all the fucks I've got.
um. Oh, I have one more off fuck.
I've got one
Um,
that comes on. It's down the list. Yeah, just
Draymond Green. Oh fuck, dude. Like we're gonna get into basketball next week, but why the fuck are you hitting a teammate? That's what I don't get. Until I read all the Lakers stuff and I read all the Celtics stuff and I read all the Piston stuff from the 80s, right? You know Shaq took a swing at Kobe.
oh yeah, I
Do
knew
you
about
remember
that.
that?
Yeah,
No one said a fucking word or gave a shit because there was no social media. There was no cell phones or cameras in those practices. It just
and it was well. Are you gonna say something about Shaq? Is it really gonna have legs about Shaq?
no, not at all. What I'm saying is, why are we so fucking soft about another player punching another player? It's fucking basketball. We're, like, who cares? Like, get the fuck over it. Like, he's got anger issues. Yeah. So what? Like, it's fucking sports, dude. Aggressions and emotions run high.
I just want to say, in my past experiences, if you allegedly hit a coworker, you get fired.
See, that's the other thing is that they're trying to make it a business transaction. It's not a business transaction. It's a fucking sport. Let's be
You're
honest about it.
it's a fucking practice.
Like,
Yeah.
like take the fucking
Well,
fine and move the fuck on. That's
that's
all I'm gonna
all it
say about it. That's all it
requires. That's
requires. It
all it
doesn't need a whole
requires.
media day. It doesn't. I don't need to hear Draymond Green's hopes and dreams about,
There's
becoming a better. Dude, you didn't
but
do anything wrong, man. Like
there's
you,
nothing we want more than TV, and there's nothing the companies want more than viewers. So they're
yeah.
gonna,
It's
but
it's
yeah, it should just be a fine.
it's a fucking media money grab, and it fucking pisses me off.
It's, it totally is.
Because like fucking Jordan used to beat the shit out of the players. Like I saw the documentary, he used to fuck them up. Like he would be physical to the point where they would hate him. And that's just the way the fucking sport is, right? They would push each other to those points. Like watching the Lakers documentary, the legacy one, damn, they were fucking mean to each other. They're
What
fucking mean to each other.
once you make a certain amount of money, there should be it. Who cares,
Yeah.
right?
But at the end of the day, they shook hands and won championships, right? That's the thing. Like you've got to look into that expenditure. You're like, well, it's a cheap shot. It's like, yeah, people fucking throw cheap shots all the fucking time.
They do
You,
it during the games.
you grow from it, you grow as a team from it, and you move the fuck on. Like when did we become this baby back bullshit? Like
Social
everyone's
media, there's cameras everywhere. It's the
it,
same thing.
it everything's so tight under a microscope that it's ruining the game. And but yeah, that's my fuck is I don't get it. I just don't. I just maybe I'm old. Maybe I'm maybe I'm old. I'm a purist. Like if my kids ever get in a fight, I'm putting boxing gloves on them, having them go in the backyard. You know what I'm saying? So what if she's a girl and he's a boy? They need to get some shit out.
I would feel he's gonna get beat.
I think his ass fucking kicked.
He's gonna get,
Paige
yeah,
is scrapper, man. I'm telling you.
yeah.
But
No, those girls are tough.
yeah, and they'll do anything to win.
Was that you got some shit to talk? Any left? Because our
Uh,
next
oh
segment's
yeah, we can
talk
go.
some shit.
Let's talk some shit.
Let's talk some shit.
I'm gonna start this. Let's talk some shit moment. Brought to you by Snoop Dogg. I love Snoop Dogg so much, and he loves his Steelers so much that he is talking shit. We don't even have to have a segment. He does it. He does it himself. He looked at our offensive coordinator and was like, "You need to get this motherfucker the fuck out of here." And that was the greatest shit talk of all time. Like to me, as a Steelers fan, and as everybody's thinking it, get him out. And they're like, wait, how did the Steelers win that game against Tampa? Apparently, Mitch went in and took all the plays that Canada wanted and he switched them around. Like he literally changed the plays every play that came in.
He like X'd it on Madden. Is that what you do when you flip
He
the play?
audibled it, he flipped it, he hit the B button and then the
The
Z
B button and
pad.
flip. God damn it, we're going left,
We're
not
going
right.
left, not right. And he was directing traffic and he looked good doing it. I'm not gonna lie, he looked good doing it. Now, is he the future? No. Is he a good stepping stone? Sure. But Kenny's still better than him. It's just
You're not
he,
as angry at him anymore.
so I'm not angry at Mitch. I'm angry at our offensive coordinator. So my talk some shit is Matt Canada, get the fuck out. Just like you don't know how to call plays, you don't know how to read defenses. The crazy thing is they were in a cover four all fucking day. All day they were in a cover four, and you didn't use the middle of the field once. Cover four means there's four defenders back, leaving you these great big holes in the middle that you didn't use. It just doesn't make any sense how you can't read something that they do time and time and time again, which means that you either don't care or you're fucking blind as a bat.
It's blind as a bat.
I literally think he's blind.
It's blind.
And like I I don't know. That's my first talk. Some shit is get rid of that fucking piece of shit, Matt Canada. We need to get something more of American name, like
Can't,
you know what I mean?
the NFL wants to expand to Europe. Maybe we can get a British name. You know,
No, maybe.
Scottish Whales. I don't. What's a whalish? Is it right? A whale name? Now I'm way off.
Yeah, I think Wales is a country. First of all, it's a country of Wales. But I don't know. We need like a Max Fireheart or some shit like that. Something that just sounds. Matt Canada sounds like after every single play, he's like, "Oh, sorry,
Oh,
sorry,
sorry.
sorry."
Like he should be playing hockey.
Yeah, no, because he couldn't call hockey plays either. He couldn't. He'd be like, what's that blue line? It's the fucking blue line. Fucking idiot." But
So I only have one talk some shit,
no,
and it's whoever's running the Houston Astros social media. Have you seen their posts?
no.
Now, there are some people, I'm not in the camp, that are outraged, I guess you could say, because it was classless. But they had one where they pushed like Seattle Mariner posters and stuff with the broom, and they tweeted it out something like "We see you" or something, and a couple other things. And this was like the day after the game.
Man,
Everything's done. They did it so many times. It's like they just were thinking about us too much and
yeah,
not the other way around. It was so yeah, they were totally
they're gonna get swept by the Yankees, by the way.
well, bad news. They just won 4-2,
Damn
so
it.
they're up one game.
Damn
Well,
it.
that's in the later part, but I just wanted to say we knew what kind of organization they were with the cheating.
Yeah.
We knew what they were, and I get that sports are sports. I'm not mad at the stuff they tweeted. In fact, I'm happy that it caused most of America to hate them,
Mhm.
but it has caused me to do one thing I've never said before. I
Uh,
call I called up my buddy Joey, who's a diehard Yankee fan, wished him a happy birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, Joey. And I told him, go Yankees. Oh, it hurt so bad.
uh, um, yeah, they need it. The Yankees need it. They really do. It's 2009 is the last time they did anything. 2009.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
That organization needs it too.
So
Um,
fuck the Astros. Let's go Yankees.
I so I looked at the Astros and I look at their team. Pitching is so deep,
It's
so
so
deep.
deep. It's 18 innings deep.
I mean, you've got Altuve, Turner. You got a lot of good bats, and then of course the asshole who hits home runs all the goddamn time.
All the time.
All the time. Couldn't do it tonight though, huh? Um, I don't know. I hate the Astros as much as anybody, and yeah, I'm rooting for the Yankees in this one. That's how much I hate them. Like
That's
I,
it's I've
it's
never wanted the Yankees to win. I
they
want
are
them to win.
they're the New England Patriots of Major League Baseball to me.
The Houston Astros.
Yeah, they're just cheating scandals, and you know, I mean,
So that would make the Yankees the Cowboys. They're the
oh
old
yeah, hundred
school
percent, 100% the
big
Cowboys.
big money franchise that
Mhm.
just can't seem to okay. No, that totally checks out.
And right now, I'm rooting for the Arizona Cardinals, which are the Philadelphia Phillies, which is because they're the team that you're like, how the fuck did they get here?
They're from St. Louis.
So I mean, like, fucking Phillies, how did they do it? They went from firing their coach after 3 months of just straight losing to just walloping guys, like just taking down teams that you're like, what? But I don't know. We'll see what happens, man. I love postseason baseball. We were talking about this today. We were like, um, every pitch matters. Like I was glued to that M's game, man. I was glued to every
From 1 o'clock to 7 hours, 6 hours, whatever it was.
usually when I'm watching baseball during the regular season, I just have my phone and Pirates are on, and I'm just back and forth like this. I'm like, okay, he's walking another guy. Yeah, here we go. But with this, I'm like, oh my god,
It's like
That pitch counted.
postseason,
That pitch counted, and you're like, oh my god, this is. You're
like
right there.
NCAA basketball postseason.
It's exactly. It's March Madness.
Yeah,
Like that's the only other sport where you're like, this is comparative to the playoffs are better than the regular season. Like NBA, and there's too many games for it to be like right there, right? Baseball, when they went those 3 game series, the 5 game series to the 7 game series, it feels so much more important every single
it
win.
feels so much better too.
It does, because before when it was 7-7-7-7, you're like, oh my god, is it December and I'm still watching fucking baseball?
I mean, it doesn't help that it's 70 degrees out in October this year, but yeah, it seems like I can't believe we're almost there.
Yeah, I know. It's like, god damn it. But yeah, that's a really good talk some shit. Is fuck the fucking Astros. And
The Astros, go
fuck the
Yankees!
Astros.
God
Go
damn it!
Yankees. I have one more talk some shit, and I have to say, the fact that the Colts head coach is talking shit about the Commanders coach is like a monkey throwing shit at shit.
I was getting ready for work today, watching ESPN, putting my shoes on, and he came on. I'm like, this motherfucker's talking about shit.
That's what I don't
What?
understand. You have Jerry Jones, you have the Roonies, you have all these guys who have like this just this legacy of being like this amazing owner, and you put the guy who was a former drug addict and fucking womanizer, telling him. I mean, are you trying to say that this guy thinks that this guy's bad? Is that what you're
Not
trying to do?
not just drug addict, drove drug addict.
Yeah,
Addled allegedly.
yeah.
I know. I'm like, they put this motherfucker up here.
Yeah, it's like, dude, I I wouldn't be shocked if the Colts and the Commanders become the London Tea Party and the fucking Wales
It would be the
sea
United
monsters
Kingdom.
or some
It's the
shit.
the tea and crumpets. Thank you very much.
Oh, tea and crumpets. The crumpets.
Yeah, that they put that guy up.
So this is my problem with the British teams, right? If we do British, like what's like the thing I love about our patriotism and like our team names and stuff, like they have like this hardcore meaning to them, you know. Like some
Or
of them are
some
just
do.
fucking animals, but like uh one of my favorites where it just has a team name where you're just like, oh damn, I don't want to fuck with them, is like the Capitals, right? And like you're like, oh man, these guys to the Capitals, like that's hardcore, or like the Rangers, or um
It's not like a team of middle school hockey players, the Ducks.
the Mighty Ducks. They used to be they need to go back to being the Mighty Ducks.
It was way cooler there with
This is
them.
way
The
cool when they're mighty.
the purple,
Yeah.
purple and teal.
Yep. The Donald Duck wearing a fucking hockey mask.
Yep. Hmm.
I mean, this shit was dope.
Well, I don't think Disney owns them anymore, do they?
They don't know
Yeah.
Anaheim. Some Anaheim person bought them,
Some
so
hotelier.
that's why their fucking logo is just literally
A D.
a D that looks like a fin or whatever. Duck's
Is
head.
that what it is? Like
Yeah.
the tail
No, it's
feather kind
the
of thing?
foot. It's the foot of a duck.
Oh shit, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but
You know how long it took me to know that the Cougar and WSU made WSU?
yeah, are you fucking shitting me?
I was like 17 before it clicked.
Did you realize the Eastern Washington too is an eagle?
Not long after.
It's funny what they do with graphic design, man.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, subliminal.
Put letters and shit.
So it looks like we'll have to take a break, but we'll
Yep.
come back with we're doing stardom for captains,
Oh,
moving on to hockey.
NHL.
Week 9 and 10, and then a couple others. We'll wrap things up.
I'll be right back.
And welcome back to the Foul Balls podcast. So now I'm not sure if I understood the assignment correctly when on our next um segment. So I'm gonna have you take the lead with stardom. We're doing captains
Okay. I was going to break them down into divisions.
because I've got the divisions.
Okay. I have the captains up if you want to go through the divisions.
All right. In Eastern Atlantic Division, Boston Bruins,
That would be Patrice Bergeron,
Buffalo Sabres,
Kyle Okaposo,
the Detroit Red Wings,
that would be Dylan Larkin.
Florida Panthers,
For Florida, that would be Alexander Barkov.
was that Panthers? That was Panthers. Okay.
Yep.
The Canadians of Montreal. Sorry. Well, sample day.
There it is. Nick Suzuki, who's I think is one of the best.
Ottawa Senators,
For Ottawa, uh, man, that one's a hard one. Brady, I always do this too. Takachuk, Takachuk.
Tampa Bay Lightning. Now we know the real reason I had you do this.
Yep. Steven Stamkos.
And Toronto Maple Leafs.
John Tavares.
So those are the captains. And was our assignment to pick one?
Just one.
Who are you picking?
So Tavares is one of my tops because he's just fucking hoss, dude. Like, dude is he usually leads in points. He's up there in the races, and he's made Toronto better. But I, I have to say it is Nick Suzuki's right there. I I watched Montreal the other night play the Penguins, and this dude set himself up and set other players up better than anybody I've ever seen. And I think what makes a good captain isn't is he a good scorer? I think is he a good assist guy? Is he the guy that's going to make the team better on that aspect? And I totally think Nick is probably the best assist guy. I put them pretty close, but I'm going to go Nick over the top of Tavares just because I think he's a better team player.
Perfect.
You didn't do any of your homework, you son of a bitch.
No, I just don't know as much of hockey as you do.
That's true.
So I actually did some. I picked Dylan Larkin. Is that a good
Oh.
choice? A bad choice?
There's nothing wrong with Dylan.
Now I saw Suzuki, but I didn't want to pick him because he didn't sound Canadian.
I see Larkin sounds really or is there Larkin there? But no, it's funny because there's so many teams without a captain right now. We're gonna find that out here soon.
Oh yeah, Kraken don't have a captain,
and I don't think that's a bad thing. But
I do have I would like to throw my name into the ring of one of theirs when we get to them.
Oh, okay, cool.
So, Metropolitan Division, Carolina Hurricanes.
Carolina, we have Jordan Stahl,
Columbus Blue Jackets,
Boone Jenner,
Philadelphia Flyers,
Flyers don't have a captain.
Pittsburgh Penguins,
Sidney Crosby, of course.
New Jersey Devils.
Ooh, this is a fun one. Nico Hischier. Hischier. French is so hard for me, dude.
It's so hard for anyone that's not a native. It's a tough language. Was that the Devils? That was the Devils. Okay. New York Islanders.
Anders Lee.
New York Rangers.
Ooh, Trubo.
And the Washington Capitals.
Ovechkin. God, I hate Ovechkin. Absolutely cannot.
Now, to prove that I did do my homework, now I can't give you all the in-depth analysis as you could provide someone, but I did on my copy here have Sidney Crosby as my pick.
And it's my pick too. But
How can you not? Anyone who knows any bit about hockey knows Sidney Crosby.
well, here's the thing. Sid is magic on the ice. He makes things happen where you're like, did that happen? So, second game of the season, he literally passes the ball to Brian Russ, top of
Puck.
his stick, and into the goal. Almost like Rust wasn't even ready for it. He didn't like if Rust wouldn't have like moved a little bit, it wouldn't have gotten in the goal. Like he has an eye better than I think he has what 6 points already in 2 goals. And
Some ungodly amount.
we're 3 games in, like 6 points. Like if he keeps on this track and doesn't get the Calder, it's incredible that he doesn't. But um but there are 2 names on this list that I absolutely hate because this is my division.
Now here I can pick one of those names. I even have it written down here.
Mhm.
Alexander Ovechkin.
Fucking Capitals, dude. Fucking Capitals. They have been my Achilles heel for so long. We've always gotten on top of them, but the year that they won the fucking cup is just it hurt more than any cup I've ever lost.
Talk about our timing. I knew that right there.
Oh, but there's one more on this list, and that's Jacob. Jacob Trouba is every time we had that in the bag against the Rangers, and then Fox came in, Trouba came in, and Trouba just had our number. And it's funny because you've got so many good players on that Rangers squad. Like Fox, by the way, please get traded to Pittsburgh. I want a Fox jersey. That would make my day. But
that would be pretty good.
Yeah, so fuck those two. But yeah, it's Crosby all the way. Like
it's gotta be
20 years. You don't do it for 19 years and then still not be a captain. Like he's the best in the NHL. I put him right behind Gretzky. I do.
Oh, we're gonna be talking about the great one later on.
Ooh, fancy.
All right, so we're going over to the Western Conference, Central Division, Chicago Blackhawks.
So Chicago, that would be Jonathan Towes.
Is it Toes or Tows?
I can never know anymore, dude.
Because if you say Toes, I might pick him more.
It's Toews, so I think it's Towes.
Okay, I'm gonna call him Toes when I pick him.
All right, Towes.
Colorado Avalanche.
Gabriel Landeskog.
Dallas Stars.
Jamie Benn.
Minnesota Wild, my daughter's favorite team, apparently.
Jared Spurgeon.
Nashville Predators.
Oh God, another team I absolutely fucking hate. Roman Yossi.
St. Louis Blues.
St. Louis is Ryan O'Reilly.
Ryan O'Reilly. I've got that one down here. Arizona Coyotes.
Which were fun to watch, by the way, the other night. No captain.
And the Winnipeg Jets.
Oh, Winnipeg. No captain either.
So, I picked Jonathan Toes just because she's Chicago. I like Chicago.
Yeah, it's different. Like, I like Kane. It's weird to not see him as a captain. You know what I mean?
And I did put about just because the Kraken are playing St. Louis tonight, tied at the end of 2. What kind of name is Ryan O'Reilly?
It's an auto parts store.
That's what I thought. It's like the guy. It's like, oh, the guy Ryan from O'Reilly's.
Oh yeah, from O'Reilly's. Ryan O'Reilly.
Either that or like a server at an Irish restaurant, Irish bar.
Oh yeah, welcome to O'Reilly's.
Ryan O'Reilly's.
Let's get drunk with Ryan O'Reilly.
You disappeared.
I got it.
But that was my input for
quit it. I'm glitching.
the Central
The
Division
Matrix
of.
is real. I actually like Ryan O'Reilly.
I'm sure he's a fine person.
No, I mean he's a really good hockey player. Like the dude came into the Blues and made the Blues relevant again. I mean, that's hard to do.
Can I just say one of the things that turned me with Bowie was the tweet today retweeting the St. Louis Blues saying I like grunge better.
Oh man, I want to know who his social media person is.
Don't
Can we
know.
hire him? Can we hire
It's
him to
so
come over
good.
here?
It's so good.
That's fucking great. That's so great.
So are you picking Riley?
I am. I'm gonna take
Okay.
O'Reilly.
You are picking the server at the restaurant.
Yep. My
All right.
bartender.
Pacific Division, Anaheim Ducks.
Anaheim has no captain.
Kraken has no captain.
No captain.
Calgary Flames.
Calgary Flames, no captain as well.
It was mostly this division, wasn't
Yeah.
it? Edmonton Oilers.
Edmonton definitely does. Yep. Connor McDavid.
LA Kings.
Is Los Angeles. Kopitar.
San Jose Sharks.
San Jose. Oh, it starts with an S. What? Logan Couture.
Vancouver Canucks is Bo Hovart.
Yep.
Or Horvat, sorry.
Horvat.
Bo
Horvat.
Horvat. And then the Vegas Golden Knights.
Mark Stone.
I used to know a guy named Mark Stone. It's
oh, this is a tough one.
I wasn't gonna pick this guy because I didn't want to pronounce the name, but when I found out it was actually Horvat, I picked Bo Horvat.
I love you're definitely an opinionist here at the Foul Balls for 100% because there's no analysis whatsoever.
There's no facts here.
Yep, no,
I mean, maybe a little bit. I would like to say my vote for Krakens is Yanni Gord. That's
really?
Yeah.
I like Schultz.
He's not bad.
I like Schultz. Well, I was telling my wife, I was like, I'm watching these Kraken. I was like, this is my old fucking team. McCann, Schultze, and of course,
both of my bucket lists have to do with hockey, so I can't wait to get to that.
I'm gonna take Couture actually.
No, that's a good choice too.
He's the only one good in San Jose, so it's kind of limited, but at the same time, he's dope. So,
so that's
it. That was a quick one.
It. Well, we only got 4 divisions. It's not like we got 4 divisions in each conference, and then
I like it.
All right, so up next, still doing the NFL seasons. We got to season 9 and 10, or week
9 and 10,
9 and 10,
and I'm like a 7-year-old right now because I'm like, do I go through our picks and see where we're at? I haven't done it yet. I haven't done it yet, and you're like, why wouldn't you do that for the show, Kevin? Why wouldn't you know what we're at? Because this season has been so fucked. That it scares me to even look at how bad we're doing because it has to be bad. It has to be hellishly bad.
So at the time of recording this, how many weeks have we gone through?
We have gone through 8,
right?
8 because we've 4 episodes. This is 9 and 10, so this will be
So we're doing 9 and 10, but as of the recording, we've watched 6 weeks.
As of the recording, we watched 6 weeks of shitty fucking football. Yes.
So for those who don't know, we've watched 6 weeks, and we're picking week 9 and 10. So what I'm saying is, good luck to us.
Yeah. Because I would like to make a shitload of changes to 7 and 8, but we can't. So. But now, that's what we do. This is why we're the Foul Balls. We take fucking stupid chances that no other fucking.
Before we get on with our picks, I would like to say there is good news for two people in week 9. Russell Wilson has a
Mm.
bye, and the Steelers have a bye.
Oh, thank God.
So you're safe, and Wilson is safe in week 9.
Phew. Thank God.
All right, so we'll start off Philadelphia at Houston.
Philly.
It's who's gonna pick Houston? Really?
I figured you would. You make absurd shit.
I'm close to jumping on the Philly bandwagon.
It's hard not to, right? But watching that Dallas Philly game, I know how to beat both teams.
How? You gonna share?
No, if I share, then I'll let
Okay.
this.
I was just checking.
I'll let the Steelers know when we play the Eagles. Exactly.
Steelers, Tomlin, if you know, hit us up. 260 can't win. Leave the
So,
message. I'll give it to Kevin. And he'll
there's this guy that I know. He likes crowbars, and before the game, no.
Are you talking about like pulling fire alarms at the
Yeah, and fire alarms and
visitor hotels?
doing that good old Belichick fucking winning ways.
What a chode,
Such a
allegedly.
dick. Oh, they totally did that. Fucking asshole.
Next, we have the LA Chargers at Atlanta.
After watching the Chargers, I don't know what to think, to be honest.
Does it depend on who they play?
God, it's funny because watching Atlanta and the way they made Tom Brady look like crap, and then Tom Brady still won. It makes me like,
Is it luck?
is it? I don't know.
Are they Irish like Riley O'Reilly?
That's what I'm wondering. Is like, does Mariota actually have something? Is something there? It's I. I'm still gonna pick the Chargers just because I think they're better.
They're still on paper better.
Yeah.
Now,
And Keenan Allen will be back, so that should help.
Speaking of being good on paper, we have Detroit at. I'm sorry, Detroit is hosting Green Bay.
I want to go to Detroit just because they're the home team. That's it. And I think Aaron Rodgers is done. I think Aaron Rodgers is just gonna walk into this game and think he's gonna beat the Lions like he's done so many times before, and he's gonna get a rude awakening.
You know, I picked Green Bay, but your logic of it being in Detroit, I can't fault you for that.
It's I don't know, just a different atmosphere. They have one of the strongest offenses in that division. That defense is lousy. There's no spark on that team. I'm gonna go Detroit.
All right. Yeah, I pick Green Bay, but I don't fault you. Miami at Chicago.
We've been shitting on Chicago a lot, so let's keep shitting
on Chicago.
Let's keep shitting on Chicago
and Miami. Pick Miami. Yep, absolutely. Sorry, Chicago. This will give me a chance to shit on somebody. Las Vegas at Jacksonville. The people that are being shit on the ones have to watch that game.
Yeah,
it's. I picked Jacksonville.
I'm
just because they're at home. That is the perfect. That's what the people watching the game in the stands are going to be doing. What you're doing now.
Well, here's the thing. I picked both these teams all year wrong. I had them both being good, and they're both shit. Now they have to play each other.
Yeah. It's like a shit sandwich.
This is an fuck right here for me. I'm gonna go Raiders. Fuck.
You're still haven't they hurt you enough?
No, not enough yet.
This is the one time I'm not gonna shit on Florida. I'm taking Jacksonville.
All right. All right.
Indianapolis is at New England.
Oof. New England. Yeah, I had to think about it. There's no running
good.
Well, here's the thing: there's no running backs left. They literally are running out on running backs. So if
They're
you
like
can't run the ball, you can't throw the ball.
it's
So
like pitchers in an 18 inning game. They're
yep,
just running out of
it's
them.
running out.
Yeah, New England. Now a battle of New York and New Jersey, Buffalo at the Jets.
Fucking Buffalo. Even though Jets look good, I don't think they could. Not the way Josh Allen is punking people, dude. It's yeah.
Can I just say the meme that said New York teams are doing great, and someone said, "Excuse me, there two of them are in New Jersey."
Yep.
That's fantastic.
Well, and the other one is upstate New York. That
I
doesn't
know
even
it's almost
count.
Canada,
Yeah. It
but
is.
I will give Buffalo. They're more New York than New Jersey.
Oh,
At
for
least they're
sure.
in the state.
They're in the state. Yeah.
No, I'm picking Buffalo. Let's see here. Carolina at Cincinnati.
Cincy. It's funny that you have an interim coach who can't keep his fucking players together. So
Minnesota at my favorite new team, the Washington Commanders. I don't like them. I'm just joking. Fuck the
Minnesota.
Commanders.
Mm.
Minnesota. Yeah. Seattle at Arizona.
Seattle again. I think Seattle can beat them again.
They're how you mentioned. I don't remember what team it was on the losing side. Seattle's on. They could win almost any game that they've been playing.
That division sucks, dude.
Well, yeah, no kidding.
That's what I mean. Like you guys have a shot at the winning that division. It's so bad.
It'll be like the year they beat the New Orleans Saints when they make the
Yep.
playoffs at a 500.
They're gonna be
Yeah.
at what 9-7 and still getting the fucking or 10-7.
It could happen.
9
Yeah,
and
I'm
8,
definitely
whatever.
picking Seattle.
Yep.
We have Tampa Bay hosting the Rams of LA.
Rams.
Oh,
I think
you're going with the Rams?
I think his personal life is fucking with him. I just don't think he's all there. Like I've seen angry Tom Brady, but I haven't seen this angry Tom Brady breaking fucking tablets and fucking yelling at his own team and
Isn't he gonna get like half of her shit?
yeah, she's
Okay.
gonna get half his shit too. I mean they have to split everything, but it's all cumulative. But
Does it once there's so many zeros, does it fucking matter? No.
I think
I
I
picked the
think
Rams,
with
by
I
the
don't
way.
know. I think with an ego, his size, yeah, it fucking matters.
Okay, I'm sure it does.
Yeah, like
We are really close. The only ones we've Detroit, Green Bay,
Detroit,
Jacksonville, and Vegas so
yep.
far. Kansas City is hosting Tennessee.
Kansas City,
And Baltimore at New Orleans.
Baltimore.
Yeah, we're either really good or really bad this week because those were the only two we disagreed on.
Wow. That's why I'm scared to fucking tally, dude. I've never been more scared to tally something in my entire life.
It can't be that bad, right?
I think it is, Denny. I'm
Now,
terrified. Like I
now
might I think where is wrong is Colin Coward. Like
I
that's
have
how
mine.
wrong we are.
I have been inputting mine on a sheet, so I can tally mine up pretty quickly.
Oh, okay.
So I we'll see.
Oh man.
Moving on to week 10. Atlanta at Carolina.
Oof.
This is another one of those great Thursday night games.
Atlanta. Why are they fucking Amazon so bad? Did they? There's parts of this like Tony Romo saying it's going to be 24 to fucking 20 for the Bills KC game when he called the fucking score. I don't think he's that good. I'm starting to feel those like feelings of, hey, is this pro fucking football?
Or
Like it's our
WWE.
WWE.
XFL, brother.
You know what I mean? And it really feels like they're like, okay, let's put all the shitty games on Thursday. So that way the streaming services go down. It makes them go back to fucking regular network and cable shit. So
All
that
the
way,
same people own the same things.
not Amazon. Jeff Bezos owns all that shit. The NFL is just trying to get a fucking stranglehold on it. I don't know. Like, and hearing
I mean,
my
I will never defend Bezos, but I don't know.
I like the graphics on Amazon. I like the fact that, the only thing that sucks is commercials. You're like, where the fuck would you have commercials? You're Amazon. But I get it.
I get it.
The only thing I hate is you can't turn the channel and look at something else. Like if you wanted to watch something else. I mean, I don't know. That's the only gripe I have it. But why are they doing that? It's fucking stupid. Bro.
Atlanta. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's another go. What was the Thursday night one in the previous? Oh, Philadelphia, Houston. So it's
Yeah, it's an ass whooping
it's an ass whooping or a garbage game.
or a garbage game. Yep.
Seattle at Tampa Bay.
Who? I'll go Seattle.
Okay, matching on that one. Of course, I'm gonna pick Seattle. I still think I'm with you on the Tom Brady. I don't think I think he's the opposite of a Jay Cutler. He's still, but I think it's everything's all at once.
I think he cares too much. Yeah, he's on the opposite side.
That's what I like to use in job interviews when they ask me my biggest weaknesses.
I care too much.
Denver is coming back. They are hosts, or no, they're not hosting. They're going down to Tennessee.
Oh, I'm going Tennessee.
Go Tennessee too. I'm all on this Wilson hate train.
It's not really a hate train for me. It's why is everyone putting this guy on a pedestal? What did he do to deserve it? Like they're like, well, he'll go to the Hall of Fame first ballot. And I was like, for
now,
I don't know, man. Dude couldn't win an MVP at his prime.
he's got one Super Bowl ring and one Super Bowl interception.
Yeah, I mean, he's literally going to go down as like the fastest decline of a quarterback. He reminds me of when Donovan McNabb hit that roller coaster where he just started to decline. Very similar types of quarterback too.
Yeah, no, it's the mobile ones.
Yep.
Next one is Cleveland at Miami.
Oof. We're getting close to Watson being back, huh? Literally the next week.
I think so.
Oh, I'm still gonna go Miami.
I picked Miami. I'm gonna help you on this one. New Orleans at Pittsburgh. I picked Pittsburgh.
Oof. Yeah, let's go Pittsburgh.
It's New Orleans.
Yeah. They should have beat Cincinnati though.
Detroit at Chicago.
Detroit.
Okay.
More Chicago hate.
I don't know what I was doing. I must have been in a good mood. I picked Chicago.
Oh wow.
So yeah, okay.
Did your stepson sneak into your office and change it? So it looks like it's in chicken scratch?
No, I am well organized. It's all
fucking anal stepdad.
now that doesn't sound good if you isolate that audio. Okay. I don't Minnesota at Buffalo, moving on.
Buffalo.
That's gonna be a good game though.
I don't think so.
Really?
Vikings suck.
I think it's gonna,
which is funny because I thought the Vikings were good at first when they kicked the shit out of Green Bay, but I think they suck. They suck.
I think they're okay.
Cousins gets a little bit of pressure. He sucks.
What's wrong with being okay? Pittsburgh is okay.
Yeah, they're just okay.
They're okay.
We're not last anymore. Ooh, that was scary for a fucking couple of days.
You're okay.
We're okay.
Houston at New York Giants.
Giants.
Giants. I'm going to surprise you on this next one. Jacksonville at Kansas City.
Kansas City?
Yeah, I'm not a moron. I'm picking Kansas City too.
Easy, Mr. Magician. Look this way. Don't look this way.
This is going to be a fun one. Vegas is hosting the Colts.
Fuck. God, they hurt me so much. Every team they play, they hurt me even more. Vegas.
I'm picking Colts. Green Bay is hosting Dallas.
Dallas.
You know, I
That
did
defense is
this.
ridiculous.
I did this a couple days ago. I if I were to change it, I'm not. I would pick Dallas, but I'm still going with Green Bay.
All right.
It's we have LA Rams hosting Arizona.
I'm gonna go with the Rams.
Yeah, I've got Rams. So it's got LA Chargers at San Francisco.
San Fran.
I don't know why I picked the Chargers, but I did. Probably because my hatred of San Francisco just runs that deep, whatever.
That deep.
Washington at Philadelphia.
Philly.
It's gotta be Philly, right?
Philly literally has the potential of going undefeated.
They're good.
Yeah.
God, I just said that. They're good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we there are four we were different from on that one.
Man.
So still pretty close.
Getting there.
All right. Next up is Sure Thing. Do you wanna
Yeah, we'll go through that real quick.
okay.
I have one sure thing.
Okay.
My sure thing is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers will not make the playoffs.
I like that. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my sure thing is I know a couple episodes ago I said Haskell's gonna get fired, and you said, I don't know. They're gonna give him a year. I'm gonna stick with Haskell's getting fired.
Hackett.
Or whatever. Yeah,
Nathaniel
Hackett. See,
Hackett. I know
I
what
don't
you
even
meant. I know what
I
you
don't even
meant.
need to know his name. We're not going to
No.
know his name next year. No
You
one's
still
going to
think he's
know his
gonna get
name.
fired?
He's going to get fired.
Wow.
I think the only question is how, what game?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And here's the big one. I think Yankees make the series.
Ooh. Take that.
Jumping on the Yankee train.
I'm gonna go with my sure thing, which is I think Philly's gonna win the whole shebang. And not NFL. I am talking baseball. I think
You're talking
Philly.
series.
I think they're gonna win the entire thing.
I could see a Philly New York
Yep.
series. Yeah,
But I think
absolutely.
Philly's gonna win the whole thing.
I can't argue. That's why I said
But I also
Yankees.
said the Yankees would sweep, and I was already wrong there.
That was just passion. I understand.
I just hate the fucking Astros. Fuck you, Benny the Jet. Yeah, any other sure things?
Nope. Hackett, Haskell, Hacken,
Mhm.
whatever his name is, getting fired, and Yankees making the series.
I just Tom Brady. There's no way. This is his last year, and he won't even make the playoffs.
That's gonna be so sweet.
That was such a
So sweet.
it's like that episode of Family Guy where Stewie's licking the tears and just like, oh yes,
They taste so
say
sweet.
so sweet. But
I like that though.
Yep, I think it's so funny because he could have stepped out gracefully. He could have done it the way that he did it, which was great. Instead, he just made himself a giant fucking mockery,
and I'm so happy I get to see it.
yeah, I'm glad he came back. I'm not gonna lie.
You know, there's a part of me. I mean, at least I get to see him like this.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. You get to see him at his best and his worst.
Yep. All right. Next up, bucket list.
Let's take a quick break and we'll come back to that.
Oh, good, because I might need a little time. I'm not sure. My emotions get the better of me. So we'll take a break, come back, and close everything up.
Close it all up.
All right.
To the foul ball. Foul ball. All right.
So now, although I'm not as knowledgeable at the finer parts of hockey as yourself, I'm really getting in. I've got the.
Are you watching any other games besides your Kraken?
If it's on and I have the TV, I'll throw it on. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's usually always on in the background.
That's a good way just to kind of see how things work, where their breaks are, how fast they are.
I know that stuff. I just don't know like the roster people specifically.
Yeah, it's funny. I wanted to do fantasy this year so I could get better at it. Because I love guys like McKinnon and I fucking hate Ovechkin, but there's just those guys that just shine out constantly. Fox is another one for the Rangers. I love that guy. Morchan for Boston. Like, there's so many good players. But it's fun. I I don't want to like sit here and promote ESPN Plus, but go get ESPN
It's
Plus. It literally makes your hockey life a lot easier. I,
because you can also watch it on your
I
Switch
swear,
through
yep,
Hulu. So
yeah. The Hulu's the
you can
shit when
watch
you
it
connect
after a
everything.
7-hour baseball game after
Yep.
your wife and kid have had too much sports and
You
you
can
just
watch
want
it
to
while you're cooking, and your wife's yelling at you to give the kids a bath, and you're like, "Fuck you! I'm not
fuck
getting
you, I'm writing
bath.
my
I'm
bucket
watching the
list.
Penguins." No, just kidding.
What the
She
point
loves the
I'm trying to
Penguins just as much as I do. That's why I'm excited. Oh, did you get your tickets? Did you get
No,
your tickets yet?
no, I'm not gonna make
You're not gonna go?
it. No.
Well, I'll be there.
I know you will.
I'm so fucking stoked. It's been so long. I'm gonna sit there and just middle finger every fucking Kraken vein. I'm gonna try to get a couple live Instagrams off our Instagram at the foul balls, just talking shit to you the whole time. Especially
Now,
when we go up 6-2. And let's
I,
predict that game. Let's predict that game. Go ahead. What do you think the score is gonna be?
and it's my second, it was my favorite team
Mm-hmm.
before Seattle got a team.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to go 3-2 Kraken.
Whoa, he's taking the Kraken. I'm gonna go 6-2 Penguins.
And that's probably what will be more likely.
I just they're
So for our next segment, the bucket list, I made a piece of art that I'm gonna
oh
maybe give to you to hold up.
okay.
Maybe you can get on TV here because our bucket list, every week we go through something in sports that we want to do with
Yeah.
somebody. Like an example, what was the past one?
Oh, I want to go on a motorcycle ride with Ben Roethlisberger.
Or play AA meeting with
Ryan
Riley just
Leaf.
because that was
Yeah.
I'd do a funny one and a
I mean,
not
I
funny
really do
one.
want to go on a motorcycle ride with Ben Roethlisberger, but it's kind of got a joke connotation to it at the
Yeah.
same time. Yeah.
So I don't know if many people are aware of Brandon Tanev,
Yes.
but he sees ghosts
Mm-hmm.
in his what is it, like, not yearbook photo, but like
No, it's your player profile.
a player profile. So I don't know if that would be
Oh, there is over 1,300 people who have seen that off our Instagram. It's our number one Instagram post is the
so
TJ Miller. Yeah.
my bucket list. I want to go when I need to renew my license here coming up, I think next year. I'm sure Mr. Tanev might need to get at least maybe, an ID card for Washington State
Let's get him a class A
because,
license, or like let's see if we can get him to drive a truck. Oh man.
but I think
Holy
we get,
shit.
yeah,
Holy shit.
there's a video or a
You
copy of,
both have those serial killer eyes,
you like that?
man. Like,
Yeah.
tell me that it doesn't make you want to post it to the wall and take a string and a fucking thumbtack and slowly
See,
slide them and
you should, we're going to get this blown up and you can hold it there. Have you seen this man? And just,
please, I'll take that. I will put that up. That's what's gonna make us famous right there. Tannis.
so my joke bucket list is standing in line at the DMV with
With
Brandon
Tanev.
Tanev.
Oh, that is so good. That is so good. What's your real bucket list?
My real bucket list, it's another hockey related one.
All right.
Wayne Gretzky,
Mm.
the great one. Did you know he has boats?
No, I did not.
He likes classic wooden, like handmade boats.
Oh,
And I want to go on a boat ride with him.
that'd be
The
I'm
cool
in.
thing is he has wooden boats on Lake Coeur d'Alene because that's where he boats in the summer.
Damn.
So theoretically, it would be possible to boat with Wayne Gretzky. But yeah,
Holy shit.
yeah, he has like hand built boats. He like had what big giant one or one commission this summer that he broke, like, christened or whatnot.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, no, he was there in Lake Coeur d'Alene this summer.
That is fucking cool.
So I think a boat ride with the great one would be fantastic.
Mm,
So 2 hockey ones for me this week.
nice. Let's see. I have these ones written down, but
I'm just gonna get this blown up and put behind me for that one.
with basketball season starting, um, I want to sit down and eat a Papa John's pizza with Shaquille O'Neal while wearing Shaquille O'Neal Walmart shoes.
Now, can I do that? But I'll have to give you the money to pick up my Walmart shoes because I can't go in there and buy them
Oh, that's fine.
because I don't want to. It's not like I'm banned. It's not
No, that's
Winco.
fine.
It's Walmart. So
No, can you just imagine? We'll buy the Pizza Shack. We just want to hang out. Maybe one of them Papaditos or whatever the hell they're.
is it like, are
Papadillas.
those supposed to be like quesadillas?
It's like
Oh,
a
quesadillas.
Yeah, it's like a quesadilla.
Did
Pretty
you know
much.
that WSU in the Cougar makes a Cougar? Oh wait, no, it was the other way around. I I want to eat Papa John's with you and Shaq.
Yeah, yeah.
No, that sounds fun.
Yeah, that's one I
We'll
want
do
to
that
do.
after our boat ride with the great one because Shaq has also been known to hang out in downtown Coeur d'Alene.
That's true.
So you could bump into both of them.
Let's figure this shit out, Shaq. I love his shoes, by the way. They look like regular fucking and one shoes. Like they look like Reeboks. They're fucking the
So
shit. They're cheap
now,
too. They're like $20.
is this I didn't know he's got new shoes out.
No, he actually has his whole line of shoes that have been in Walmart for years.
Okay.
For years. Because when his Reebok deal, he got out of that and decided that the shoes were too expensive for kids and no one should be paying $300 for Jordans, which is another reason, Michael Jordan, you're a piece of shit. I love you, but why the
still
fuck
want to
are we still
place a
spending
bet with you.
why are we still spending $300 on your fucking shoes? I don't get it. It's years later.
I spent $75 on shoes and it made me sick.
Dude,
$75.
I spent 60 and I feel the exact same way. Like
Yeah.
it's criminal what shoes are. But anyway, that's a whole nother inflation bullshit story. Mm, but yeah, so he had his deal with Reebok and he's like, my shoes are too expensive. I don't want them to be $100 a pop. So he got out of his Reebok deal and then started this deal at Walmart. And his shoes are great. They last a long time, and he does them for adults and for kids. And I like Shaq a lot. I'm a huge Shaq fan, and
I'm a Shaq fan too.
Yeah. So I just think it would be fun. I just throw a camera in there with the three of us just eating pizza.
Now, would we have to get that general insurance?
Sure. I mean, we can.
Because I mean, I'm kind of happy with what I have. I don't know if I want
if I can get better car insurance, let's see if the general hooks me up. I'm always looking. Insurance, man. It's all an insurance game.
Was that
That was my bucket list.
your bucket list? Okay. Finally,
let's have a moment.
We've come to that point
where we
in the
need
show where
really
it's just Kevin and me and you out there.
We lead with our hearts. We put our hearts on our sleeves. Do you want to go first?
It's up to you.
You go first. Mine is it's very important. So
okay. You okay?
We'll see.
Is the Steelers okay?
Oh, Steelers are fine. This
They're
has
fine.
nothing to do with Steelers.
Seahawks are fine.
Yeah,
they're okay.
I'm more
Kraken. They're okay.
We're 2 games from first. That's the way I look at it. We're just 2 games.
The Mariners just took the Astros to 18 innings. There's no more pressure. Yeah. There's no more pressure as a Seattle fan. I'm okay with mediocrity, and I think you should be too. To the bus drivers out there, don't stop all the way at the stop sign. Roll through. Just do a mediocre stop. Kids doing homework there, just get a C. You don't need anything more. Just be okay. Garbage man, tomorrow's garbage day here. Don't empty my neighbor's garbage all the way. Just empty it out a little bit. They'll be fine. My point is, it's okay to be mediocre. I'm okay with it. And you should be too. And that's my moment.
This message was approved by Dedicated Rabbit. Jesus, dude. I've never wanted to win something more in my entire life. You motivated me the opposite way. And like, fuck.
Maybe that's the point.
Also, I need to yell at my trash guy. Is he the one that's been doing that? Motherfucker. Did you empty the whole fucking thing?
I slipped him some when I left your garbage out. I was like, for the next 2 weeks, don't empty it all the way.
I knew it. Fucking knew it. All right. So I'm gonna call somebody out because they need to be called out. And I'm so fucking tired of his shit. I'm gonna say it straight out. And if any of you follow him or listen to him, I have been on his side for a really, really long time. I've listened to his sports show for so very, very long, and he's made some valid points in the NBA, some valid points even with hockey. He doesn't know hockey very well. He's really good at college football. But the one thing he is consistently fucking bad at, and he's always been terrible, is fucking the NFL. And it is grossly disgusting how bad he is at it, which made me confirm. I think he just says shit to get a rise. And he knows that the NFL is the number one sport to do that. So here goes. Colin Cowherd, fucking stop it. Just stop it. You have been more wrong in this NFL season than I have ever seen any analyst or any sports writer or anything. First of all, Kirk Cousins would never throw 5,000 yards in the season.
What? Did he say that?
The fact that you would claim that he would throw 5,000 yards in the season, you were on some kind of drug that nobody with a sane mind would even think about. Like, what is wrong with you? Second of all, you really thought Russell Wilson was the piece that was missing in Denver when Denver can't put pieces together in the first place? I heard you talk shit about Russell Wilson for nearly a decade before even thinking that he was any good. Like, I don't understand how he goes to another team and he's amazing. Yeah, you can read the stat lines all day, but the number one thing you look at is playoff wins and does he manage well with the team? Is he a good leader? And he's never shown that ever. If you look at the greats like Peyton Manning or even Tom Brady, they have somebody who follows him. So this brings me to my last and final point that you're going to be wrong and that you need to walk away from doing any more NFL coverage is this shit you said about Kenny Pickett. Pittsburgh needs to look for a quarterback next year in the draft if we get in last place is the dumbest, most asinine, most ignorant, most uneducated thing I've ever heard a human being say without watching Kenny Pickett play. The kid broke records at Pitt. And second of all, he could have had a Heisman. He was the best quarterback from that draft. Yes, there's not a lot of quarterbacks because a lot of them were juniors and they're the one, blah, 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 blah. This is going to be the quarterback class. Who gives a shit? Kenny Pickett's the real fucking deal, dude. And the fact that you're trying to get him kicked out of Pittsburgh and rile up Pittsburgh fans to say that we don't have a quarterback, I am tired of your bullshit and I'm calling you out on your fucking show. Stop. Just stop. Needed to be said.
It's to rile people up. It's to
is.
do what it is.
But you're literally putting a guy's career. You know what I mean? That's the thing that makes me mad. This kid has a very bright future in Pittsburgh. He's going to be very good. And you're telling the entire organization and the entire team that they need to draft a quarterback better than Kenny Pickett. And like these, it's really funny to me too that you have these rookies come in. What do they do immediately, Denny? They suck. They're coming from college to the NFL. Josh Allen was terrible when
Russell
he came
Wilson
in.
wasn't.
So funny. I don't get it, man. I've there's growing pains, there's issues. You can't shit on somebody who hasn't done anything yet. And that's what he did. And
What's Kenny Pickett's QBR? Does he have enough to?
it's better than Russell Wilson's.
That's what I was gonna get because I have his up here.
Let's take a look.
Don't worry about looking up Wilson's if you want. I got his right here. I was gonna say Wilson's got 20 sacks, so maybe it wasn't all Seattle's offensive line.
So he's played 6 quarters, by the way. You got to put that
So
into
he's
perspective.
well, yeah, you
It's not great. It's 38. It's
Russell
38.
Wilson's is 35.8.
35.8. It went down. Ooh. But literally
He's got more
quarters.
bathrooms than a touchdown.
6 quarters versus how many has Russell played?
All of them. All of them.
24 quarters.
No, it sucks because I used to love Coward.
Yeah.
I used to listen to him all the time. I read his book. It was a good read, by the way.
Yeah. I like Colin too. I just think
I can't listen to him anymore.
I can't listen if he says today I'm going to talk about the NFL. I turn it off.
You're like, no, thank you. He knows NBA though, doesn't he?
He knows NBA really well. He actually is. It's really funny because he had the Clippers going, and I was like, oh, Clippers are right there. That's a really good call. And then their best player tore his ACL, and then it was just like, well, but he was saying stuff about Tatum today that I was like, I really like Tatum too. I think Tatum is going to be the future of Boston, and I think Boston's going to be there every time. But we'll get more into basketball next episode because we're going to bring in one of our. We're not like apt in basketball. Like I know basketball. I'm not like.
I will be more apt in basketball when Seattle has it.
Exactly. Once the Sonics come, then I think we'll be there. But I wanted to bring somebody in. We'll bring him next week. We'll make it a surprise. But we have a new basketball opinionist to the show.
That's what you call a segue.
Yeah. Foreshadowing. But yeah, I love basketball, but I don't have the passion for it the way that we needed someone else who does. So I'm very excited about that.
That's like my passion for curling.
Right. I mean, if we're gonna go curling, Denny's gonna lead those lines every time. He's just gonna make sure that rock gets slid down the way it should be. And I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. It's fucking curling.
I am so good at sweeping.
Oh yeah. Are you gonna knock it right out of the circle? I don't know how that game works. It's shuffleboard, right?
On ice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody asked me the other day, what the fuck is pickleball? And I said it's if tennis and table tennis fucked at a retirement home.
There's a pickleball court literally across the street from my house at the park.
It's little tennis. That's all it is, right?
And every summer they have tournaments out there.
Oh.
And everybody's gray. And
should we
everyone's balls are dropping onto the ground. And I'm not talking about the pickleballs. Yeah, it's all old people. But yeah, it's like
I've got it then. I've got it. Whoever has a better season record, either Seattle or Pittsburgh, has to enter the pickleball tournament.
Yes.
So far, I'm losing.
What if they don't let us allow us? Do we just have to go there dressed like we are watching it?
Is there an age limit?
Well, they're all 80.
I don't
I don't
care.
know.
I'll enter against a bunch of it. Dude, I'll fucking wreck some house.
But pickleball is a wiffle ball with like a wood racket bigger than table tennis, but
Yeah.
it's more like a paddle. Yeah,
It
it's
is
like
a
a
paddle.
racquetball racket made out of wood
Yeah,
with a wiffle ball.
I've watched two 90-year-olds go at it. It's
So have I. You seen that movie?
oh, you fucking sicko. um yeah, you got anything else?
No, give us a call. 260 can't win.
I don't know why you can't remember that number and you hesitate every time. There's no confidence in it. None so
260 can't win.
there it is.
Leave us a review, give us 5 stars. I don't care what you say.
Please.
Tell us who you think is going to win the series.
Yep. Tell us who you think your sure thing is. Leave us in the comments of our YouTubes. Send us a message. Call us in, dude. Like, come on. There's 80 of you. Give us a call.
Come on, I'm showing you my driver's license photo.
Look at that signature. That is a signature of no one, like, never going anywhere. Like, look at that.
At the 7-Eleven, they called me the serial killer.
That's a signature of absolute
here.
mediocreness, like hardcore.
Right there.
You kind of look like the catcher from Sandlot a little bit.
I did play catcher when I played Little League.
Look like
It
a
was
catcher.
chubby.
Yep.
Chubby.
Little chubsters.
Yep.
All right, rate us. Give us some good calls.
Next week.
Next week,
week 11 and 12 in the NFL.
and then
we'll do some basketball.
Then we'll do some basketball. All right. Love you. Bye. Hey.